So part of me wish I found this exploit while I had my modded gun on me, so I could just one-tap this dude over and over again. But it's fine. I mean, I never really liked using mods anyway, but still, I would prefer, if I'm gonna beat this dude 900 times, I prefer just using a modded gun. But the next best thing is it at least happened on my Trickster, so I have my good tank build. I can actually go through them pretty quickly for a tank build. But it happened by chance when I was with some annoying player who, I joined his game and he was clearly carrying someone. He was like a level 74 pyro and then he had like some level 30 pyro with him. And I told him when I realized, I joined him at the end, I didn't know he was already at the final boss, so I messaged him telling, hey dude, next fight can I just change my build real quick? Because I was on my other Trickster build that you've seen, who's awesome, but takes way longer to kill the boss and is not as good for the Arbiters as this dude is. So I told him I have another Trickster build, can you just hold on like a couple minutes? He never responded, and then when we got back, he just rushed the boss, and it just made me furious because I was in the middle of changing my gear. He and his friend just went through and like, dude, I can't stand this. I'm done. I really can't stand the silent rush players who just don't ignore you and then just go on forever. It's like you can't, I'm not asking you to wait an hour. But anyway, so I did that, and I just left in the middle of the cutscene. And I don't remember what attempts it was, but when I came back, if you saw, I realized I had 928 attempts now. So I'm like, probably wants to thank him because I'm like, dude, thanks, because again, I don't need you. I sometimes one of those players are just trying to brag, like, oh man, I have a build that can carry you, I don't care. And I'm like, dude, we all have a build like that. So I don't care. I mean, I do care. It's cool. I like, my channel is about freaking Outrider builds, but that's the point. They are a dime a dozen. It's more of just variety and choosing, coming up with new ones and coming up with cool ones. I don't need to know that you have a build that can carry people on the Arbiter of Descent. Everyone has a build at your level that can do that. That's not impressive at all, frankly. I don't know if that's what he was saying. I don't know if he even spoke English for all I know. I just know I can't stand those players who just rush ahead constantly and just blow through everything. I'm like, dude, can you just give me one moment? Especially because I'm like, I need a moment to freaking scrap stuff, to scrap my inventory. I really can't stand it when they're just, like, there's 100 spaces in the stash box. What do you expect from me? My stash is already mostly full. I don't want things going there and then going to max and then I lose stuff. So yes, every few arenas, I gotta stop and I gotta scrap stuff and I gotta look at stuff. I'm not gonna scrap everything because I want to look at the apocalyptic stuff. Not because I necessarily need it. I'm an in-game player. I've played all 4 classes. I got multiple builds now that can wreck everything on all of them, as I've shown you. It's just fun. I just want to try new stuff. And not to mention on this, my builds, none of my builds actually are complete though. So that's the thing. I'm still always looking for that absolute perfection. For this build in particular, what I want to add as the last thing on it is stand tall. That's the last mod. I thought about it. I hate aiming for crits. So arms and anomaly I know is really good, but I'm not going to be aiming for the stupid head, especially when I'm in close range with the Arbiter. I have to look up so high I don't even think it'd be worth it for the damage trying to constantly stare at his head. So I don't even want that mod. So the only other one that would benefit me the most would probably be stand tall, because the anomaly power would still buff my damage a bunch. And then the firepower also buffs my damage because I'm using twisted rounds, so it's kind of a double buff. So that's the final mod I want on this dude. Just like the final mod I want on my Trickster is really anything, frankly. Self-medication to just make them even tankier, cut them deep, or hive cut for Venator's knife just to make that even better, the AoE even better. I feel like cut them deep would be best for him because I think that would help his AoE coverage as well as helping his boss damage. So I feel like that would be the best one for my other Trickster build you've seen. So yeah, I'm always looking for stuff because anyway, I'm going to shut up now. The point is, as you can see, this is some huge exploit. And I feel like the way to replicate it is to join a player and just as I did, dashboard during the cutscene.